Hi Year 3, happy Friday! Miss Morgan's ready for the last day of learning for this week. And I've got your Key Stage 2 Comprehension Year 3 booklet ready. And today we're on pages 20 and 21. And we've got poetry again, guys. And it's called Plastic Bag Tree. I've never seen a plastic bag tree, have you? Right, let's read a little bit about our poem first, our introduction, and then we can read our poem together. Plastic Bag Tree was written by the poet and author Michael Rosen. He wrote this poem when he was on a train on an autumn day. When he looked out of the train's window, he noticed that the trees had plastic bags caught in their branches, which covered them instead of leaves. Oh, that's why it's called the plastic bag tree. Mustn't be very pretty when trees are full of plastic bags. Mustn't be very good for the animals or the environment either. So let's have a read of the poem together and start from line 1. Okay, plastic bag tree. The bags are ripe on the plastic bag tree. Bags as far as the eye can see. Apples and pears, peaches and plums. The fruit is ripe, it's fantastic. Lemon and lime, bunches of grapes, and old bags made of plastic. Shake the branches, gather the crop. It's time to take them down to the shop. Fresh plastic bags on sale today. There's a choice of colour, black or grey. Apples and pears, peaches and plums. The fruit is ripe, it's fantastic. Lemon and lime, bunches of grapes, and old bags made of plastic. There's plenty on the shelf, no need to panic. And next year's bags might be organic. The bags are ripe on the plastic bag tree. Bags as far as the eye can see. Bags as far as the eye can see. Bags of bags as I can see. By Michael Rosen. What a brilliant poem, and I noticed some rhyming words in there. I hope you did too. Okay, so let's start our questions. Question number 1. Which 2 words rhyme in the first verse? So I know the first verse in the poem is this piece of writing here. And when words rhyme, that means that they sound the same. So, bags and I, do they rhyme? No. I'm going to look at the words at the end of each line and see if any of them rhyme. Ripened for? No, they don't sound the same. Tree and sea? Yes, they rhyme, they sound the same. Number 2. Do you think there are a lot of bags on the plastic bag tree? How can you tell? Well, Miss Morgan started it with because you've got to tell the reader how you can tell. Now it's called the plastic bag tree. So isn't that a big clue? Okay. So it says, do you think there are a lot of bags on the tree? Well, yes, because it's called the plastic bag tree. Number 3. Why does the narrator shake the branches? Line 9 of the plastic bag tree. So that's giving us a big clue to look at line 9. So let's find line 9 together. Okay, so this verse says, shake the branches, gather the crop. It's time to take them down to the shop. So if you worked on, let's say, an apple farm and you had lots of apple trees growing, if you shake the branches of the apple tree, what's going to happen to them apples? Yeah, they're going to fall down, and that means you would have to gather them all up. You were gathering the crop up there. So if you were to shake the branches of the plastic bag tree, what would fall down from that tree? Okay, number 4. Write down the 2 adjectives used to describe the plastic bags on line 1 and 13. Why do you think the author might have chosen these words? Now remember, adjectives are a describing word, okay? So the sky is a noun because that's a thing, okay? The blue sky, blue is the adjective in that because it's describing the noun, it's describing the sky. Okay, so the 2 adjectives used to describe the plastic bags. Let's find them adjectives first. So line 1, the bags are ripe. Bag's my noun and ripe is my adjective. Now, when a piece of fruit is ripe, that means it's ready to eat. Okay, so you know when bananas are a bit green, that means they're not quite ripe yet, they're not quite ready to eat, but when they're nice and yellow, they are ripe. So that's our first adjective, so I'd write down ripe. And then our next adjective is on line 13, which is here. Fresh plastic bags. Now, plastic bags are also nouns because they're a thing. So fresh must be our adjective. And we all know that fresh just means, like, when you get up in the morning, you feel fresh, don't you? Food can be fresh because you have to keep it in the fridge. So, why do you think the author's chosen these words? I think he's chosen them words because he's comparing the two. What do you think? I think he's comparing the plastic bags to fruit because you describe fruit as fresh and ripe. So surely he is trying to compare the fruit and the bags because you would find fruit in trees, wouldn't you? So he's using them as a good comparison. Okay. And number 5. What does the word panic, line 22, mean? Check your answer in a dictionary. So let's find line 22. There's plenty on the shelf. No need to panic. So if you've got a dictionary at home, make sure you look for the P in panic first. And then look for the A, and then the N or N. And you should find panic. If not, you can Google it as well. You can pop the word panic in Google and it will give you a definition online. But if not, if you haven't got access to that, I'm sure you know what panic means. Now, Miss Morgan panics when she's got no chocolate in the house. A panic. Number 6. What do you notice about the different ways the word bags is used on line 31? So here's line 31. As the eye can see, bags of bags. So it's not bags and bags, which would mean a lot of bags, but it says bags of bags. So that means that there are bags with lots of bags in. So what do you notice about how he's used that? Well, he's described bag, but full of bags. Do you think that the author's trying to tell the reader there are lots and lots of bags by doing that? And number 7. What do you think Michael Rossin, who's the author, is trying to tell us about the plastic bags? Explain your answer. Well, it said in the introduction, it said that he was expecting the trees to be full of leaves, but instead he saw them covered in plastic bags. And throughout the poem, he's mentioned bags quite a lot and he's compared it to fruit. Okay, so what do you think he's trying to tell us? Do you think he's trying to tell us that there's not a problem, there's only 1 or 2 plastic bags in the trees? Or do you think he might be trying to send a message, say there are in fact a lot of plastic bags in the trees and that's not okay? It's not okay because it's not very good for nature and there should just be leaves on trees. Okay, so it says explain your answer, so make sure you use because. Okay, now Miss Morgan's put something to help you here. I've put less plastic bags. I think that the author is trying to tell us that we need to use less plastic bags. Okay, I hope you get on okay with today's learning. It's a little bit difficult, but I imagine that all of you are very capable of doing this. In fact, I know you are very capable of doing this. So I can't wait to see your work for Friday. And other than that, have a lovely weekend, play lots of games, eat lots of chocolate, and then I'll see you on Monday for your next learning. Okay, bye.